Hi Cancer, welcome to your monthly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. For the monthly scopes, I'll be using the spread called the Flying Bird, which is a spread that intends to give an insight about the direction that you may go in towards the month of May. So, Cancer, you are still at a place of resistance, of not letting others pour receive the love others may be trying to pour into you, or sending an outside message that you have no love and no trust to give to nobody else. It's kind of a wall that you put in yourself, protecting yourself from, but it's hindering you. It's not helping you. It's an illusion of protection that we create with the hurts from past experiences. And the problem is that as we create walls, we don't allow the love we want and we crave to come in, and we don't allow the nurturing and the sense of warmth with connecting with others, with something, because we have those walls built upon, and it's impossible to someone to go through them. Even if they want to, they will eventually realize they are not able to. You cannot go through that concrete wall you are projecting around yourself. And the departure, or the here and now card for the month of May, is fight, the fight. Maybe you're fighting to know your own worth. You're fighting to pierce into your own expectations of life, and your needs and your wants and your sense of achievement. And you feel like you have to do it all on your own, and you feel like you are constantly in a battlefield. And I can't help but notice in this card how two people are here in the background. So, I think you are unconsciously you are constructing walls, defensive walls, of needing to fight for your own rights and needing to fight for your own desires. But the resistance card is aloneness. Maybe you are feeling this opposition, you are feeling this drive, and you're feeling like you have to fight for everything because you are resisting others. You are resisting love. You are resistant to acknowledge the difference between wanting to be alone, wanting to be self uh, oriented in discovering and fulfilling your own needs before uh, projecting them onto a relationship. And there's also a difference between building walls and not letting anybody in because you are so used to be alone and you are so used to those walls that anything or anybody that tries to go through them, it's a big problem, and it's a big fight that you're trying to have. And you're feeling, even though you're not letting people in, you're feeling alone. You're not feeling content in the state of being. And what this activates is mind. It's being trapped in your own mind, in your own mind games, in your own mind maze of never ending rational explanations to what you're doing. But all these three cards are really dry cards. Where's your heart? Where's your emotions? And Cancer, you're the first water sign. You initiate emotions. You initiate nurturing and fulfillment of the heart and of the soul in love, in spreading love in your own gestures, in every single thing you do. But it's like you're fighting your own nature. You're fighting for your own rights to be uh, in some sense self-reliant, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you're building a wall in your mind, in your body, in your heart, and you're creating this sense of solitude, but it's a solitude that it's not fulfilling you. It's a solitude that it's a resistance, is is everything happening, and you feel like you feel like you have no support, but you have this perception. It's this mind game you're playing. It's this wall you're creating around you that is not allowing people in, or love in, or good vibes in. You are If we are constantly in a battlefield sense and waiting for a fight, of course the fight will come, and of course the war will come, and the battle will come. We are unconsciously a match, a vibration match, a vibrational match to that situation to emerge into our lives. So yes, we will attract the fight, and we'll keep attracting the fights, but it's not because the world is out there to get you. It's because we perceive the world, perceive love, perceive relationships in that way. The intuition or the guidance is the 10 of clouds or rebirth, which is beautiful. And it's also a cloud card, so you are a lot on your mind this month. You are a lot on your mind, and you have to be aware and careful with that. There's nothing wrong to have a rational, focus oriented mind and being focused on that during the month, but you are being rebirthed. So whatever this is, whatever this fight is, whatever this sense of aloneness and of being in your own mindset, mind game, in maze, there's a promise in this intuition guiding you that you are almost achieving the end of a cycle, and you are at the very end of a cycle. And you, if you want to, and if you let yourself be guided by it, by your innocence, by the re-emerging of your own um, inner child being from the clouds, which are represented by the mind, uh, you are beginning this whole new cycle, because you are rebirthing. You are going through this process of renaissance, which is beautiful. It's really beautiful to have this card. You are becoming your own inner, you are letting yourself be guided by your inner child, creative force, and not by fears, and not by feeling stuck in your mind and feeling alone inside some signs of dryness or bitterness from past experiences. You are achieving, and your intuition and guidance is wanting you to come to the end of that chapter, come to the end of that cycle, and you are going to let yourself be guided by that intuition, start a whole new journey, because the intelligent response to that intuition is journey, is a whole new journey where you expanding in front of you is a whole new cycle of opportunities, of the horizon at the end of the day just coming more close to you and coming to give you a promise of much more activity, of much more warmth. There's the sun there, and also here it's picture the warmth and the light above what used to be here, the dryness, the coldness of the clouds, of the air, of the mind. So if you let yourself be guided by this rebirth process, by by this ending cycle of feeling in a feeling constantly alone and in a constant fight and building these walls around you, you will have the world to discover. You'll have Maybe you will have you'll make a trip. Maybe you'll make this amazing new life pilgrim experiences. But it's also about inwardly broadening your sense of opportunities, broadening your sense of, stimulation, fire, desire, passion. It's like there's new passion emerging in front of your eyes and coming through your way after this rebirth is conclude. The acceptance and relaxation card is postponement. So you you maybe need to accept and be okay with the fact that, and this is another cloud card, about your mind keeping you from going to that new sense of horizons and more exciting things. You are looking through the window and you know they are out there, and you are postponing. You are not doing anything actively about it to reach it because you are really stuck in your mind and you are really stuck on your own sense of not being able to do anything, not being able to go and fight through your own right of conquering that rainbow, of conquering that life and color and juices. It's like you're postponing your own happiness, and you need to accept this pattern inside of you, and realize uh, that the rebirth is happening. The rainbow is there waiting for you at any place in this world, inside or outside. And it's about you quitting the postponement and quitting that feeling of being so unaware, or feeling that there's no possibilities out there for you to take, to lead, to discover. There's this sense of you not being able to go through adventure. But this is a mind, this is a thought you're having. This is not reality, because the response to that intuition, it's here. It's there. The world is there. The journey is there. And there's this sense of infinite possibilities in it and a lot of activity. So this sense of being uh, dull and not having anything happen of colorful, joyful in your life is a thing you need to accept right now through this rebirth process. But it's not an actual fact. It's not an actual uh, thing that's not able to know change. It is knowing change. It is in a rebirth process where you will have your inner lion going out. It's fire, where you have your child creative force guiding you into uncovering this new journey broadening upon you. But this month you are going through the end of a cycle. You are closing a chapter, and then you'll have that journey opening up to you. But it's also about you uh, quitting the mind games with your own being, and quitting the need to be in a constant fight and struggle, and keeping people out, and keeping even life joy out. And maybe that's why you have that postponement card, because you are keeping the colors and the sun to 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 be to soak up into yourself being. But the new level of awareness you'll get to in this whole spread, and this whole spread of wings, is the lovers. So after all this hard work, after all this feeling of being alone in your own fight, of feeling like there's not enough sweetness and love outside in life, you'll find it. You'll find this whole, you will merge with this whole new sense of love, of self-love, of being just open to love without expectations and without projecting needs onto the other being. You'll just open your heart so fully and completely. You'll no longer be afraid. You'll no longer have this need of protecting yourself from love. You'll open your heart from it and you will find it inwardly and very probably outwardly as well. But this is the new level of awareness you're arriving at. So you're beginning with a fight, you're departing with a fight and the need to constantly be at a battlefield with your own being and maybe with others, and you arrive at love. You arrive at allowing a state of love, of relating, of being just so passionate and so compassionate also with yourself and with others. So the month of May promises a lot of, it could be, since it has a lot of um, cloud cards and air cards, which represents the mind, I'm not gonna lie and say it's gonna be an easy month. It could be felt because it's our perception, it's our attachments with the situations that create this, but it could feel like you are very much alone in the end of the cycle, and that you are needing more than ever to fight for your own rights and fight for your own desires. But be aware, this is only the last. This is the last page of the cycle, and you are rebirthing and beginning a new one. And this new cycle will bring you not only big, exciting new promises of adventure, of finding your place in the world, but also much more conscious level and awareness of love, self-love. And when you love yourself with no resistance, with no wall, you'll immediately pour love into others, and you will attract the right kind of love into your life. So, Cancer, I hope you have a great month of May. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing. It really means a lot to me. And we'll see each other in the next video.